Hello, Scorpius Alpha here with another installment of Parasitic Psychosis. Chapter 15, 4 Years Later Continued, Part 2. This is also the first chapter of Parasitic Psychosis, Book Number 2. They arrive at the station and head to the back where Aaron gets fingerprinted and the brothers are brought into another room. The cop looks at the both of them sternly. Okay, since you're a cop and you didn't report him, he points to Sid, I'm going to have to write you up for insubordination and I'll let your captain deal with you. You're going to have to report this little incident to him. I will call to make sure that you do as well. Sid, because you're currently on parole, you're going back into the pen to serve out the rest of your sentence. Wait, Leon says. What? How about I turn him into my captain when I turn myself in? After all, he's our problem, not yours. I beg to differ since we're state police and he was involved in a state case. Listen, he's actually starting to get his life back together. He's got a job and he's still adjusting. So he gets out, not even a month on parole, and he's already buying drugs? To be fair, it's just weed. It's not like it's coke or heroin or anything. That, and it's a small amount, a misdemeanor. All right, fine, but I'm going to check in to make sure you do your job and do what you promised. Deal. They hear a knock and turn around. Yes? I'm taking this one to get blood work done, his partner tells him as Aaron is handcuffed in front of him. All right, you two get out of my face and wait in the lobby for someone to pick you up. So Leon and Sid go into the lobby and Leon steps outside to make a couple of calls. He comes back and sits next to Sid. An hour and a half later, Aaron returns. He takes a seat next to Leon. You alright, bro? Leon asks. I just. I. What are we waiting for? Aaron asks. I called for rides for us. Who? The girls. I've been charged with you guys' fare. I gotta turn us into my boss. Ooh, that's gotta be rough. So, how did they react? Well, Gabby sounded okay. Bobby let me have it, and I could hear irritation in Vanessa's voice. Damn, when did you call them? Like 10 minutes after you left. What the hell is taking so long? Well, Vanessa had to drop Gabby off at my house so she could get my car, and considering it's 3 in the morning now, they probably don't want to. Just then, the girls arrive, take care of the paperwork, and Vanessa takes the keys from the cop on the other side of the counter. Let's go, Vanessa says. So the five of them leave the station and go into their separate cars. So, are you mad? Aaron asks Vanessa. No, I'm disappointed, she says. Oh. What the hell were you doing driving drunk? I wasn't. I was high. So why were you driving high? I wasn't even high. You just said you were. No, that's no. That's not what I was that's what I was charged with. So you weren't high, but you were charged with DWI. Yes, look, babe, I came down before I left the party because I knew I'd be driving. Well, regardless, it was highly responsible of you. I'm sorry, babe. Mm-hmm. Oh, I could pick up my car tomorrow. I'm sure Leon will take you. Really? Not even. Don't you really not even me? You're the one who fucked up, not me. I'm sorry, babe. Whatever. Meanwhile, Sid and Leon get into Leon's car and Gabriella turns on the car. Are you mad? Leon asks. Did you get into trouble? She asks calmly. I don't know. I have to tell my boss tomorrow, so probably. Well, let me know how that goes then. You didn't answer me. Well, you could have been smarter. You're a cop. You should know better. None of this would have happened if he hadn't smelled Sid's weed. So you have no charges against you? No. That makes me feel a little bit better. Leon decides to wait a couple hours until about 7 in the morning before heading down to the station. He walks in and approaches his captain. Can I talk to you privately? Sure, his boss says. They step into the captain's office and he shuts the door. There was an incident a few hours ago. Oh? What kind of incident? He asks with his eyebrows slightly raised and arms folded. My friend got arrested for a DUI, and my brother was arrested for possession of 2 grams of weed while I was in the backseat of the car. The state trooper that took us in left my brother's fate to you. Well, you technically weren't on duty, you weren't charged, and this is the month for your vacation. Since they don't know you're on vacation, I'll tell them you were suspended for a month. Your brother, on the other hand, has violated his parole, so he's going to have to go back in. Look, I know it looks bad for him, but he's actually trying. He kicked the hard stuff, has a job, is competent, properly medicated, and is looking to start his life. The captain looks at him sternly and says, Okay, since it was only a little bit, I'll let it go. However, for your friend, he's going to be prosecuted. Okay. Okay? Is that all? Yes, sir. Oh, one more stunt like this, and you will be stripped of your authority, and your brother goes to jail. Understand? Yes, sir. Out of my office. Yes, sir. Leon leaves the precinct and goes home. Shortly after, he passes out on the bed. He wakes up several hours later with Gabriella shaking him awake. Huh? How you feeling? She asks. Well, I slept for, holy shit, 13 hours. Ugh. Yeah, I tried calling, but you didn't answer, so I came over and Sid let me in. What's up? Well, I was wondering if I could maybe move in with you. What? Are you sure? Well, hear me out. You're obviously stressed and need someone to help balance you out, especially after what happened this morning. I love you, Leon, and I want to help you. What about Vanessa? Well, that's another thing. Aaron is going to move in with her since whatever he gets paid at the shop isn't enough for bills or anything, and his contacts for his gigs dried up after what happened last time you guys performed. Oh shit, I barely remember that. Yeah, he said you were pretty messed up. You're right, I need someone to balance me out, just as everyone does, but after what happened with Charlotte. I'm not Charlotte. I'm not a manipulative bitch who will constantly have one hand on your heart while holding a knife in the other. Alright, you know what? Fuck it, let's go for it. You can move in right in as soon as you want. Oh, I love you. She runs up and gives him a hug and a kiss. Sid comes up the stairs. Oh, whoops, sorry. I just came up to remind you that group starts in a half an hour, so we gotta go, Sid says. Oh, thanks for reminding me. Give me like 5 more minutes? Babe, just go. I'll have dinner ready for when you come home, Leon says, and he gives her a smile. Okay, babe. She gives him another kiss, and she and Sid get into the car and head to group. After group, Sid asks Gabriella to hold on. He walks up to Vera. Hey, you wanna, I don't know, grab a bite to eat or something sometime? No, not there yet. And she leaves. You ready? Gabriella asks. Nah, you know what? I'll meet you at home, and I'll catch the bus. She drives away, waving goodbye. Sid starts to walk down the street and heads into a restaurant where, as soon as he opens his door, is hit in the forehead with a cell phone. Ow! What the hell? A still sobbing, short, straight blonde hair walks up to him and picks up the cell phone. I'm so sorry. I wasn't expecting to be walking in the door at the same time I threw my phone, she says. It's quite all right. No, it's not right. How about I buy your meal? Can I join you at the table? Sure. My name is Shirley. Sid, nice to meet you. I wish it was under better circumstances. It's all right. So if I may ask, what was your bitch fest about? Oh, my asshole boyfriend. Oh. Yeah, he's been sent and threatening texts, and the way his mind works, go through with it. Oh? Yeah, I've walked into doors and fell down the stairs so many times. And she starts to tear up again. Oh, I'm sorry. I shouldn't bother you with this. No, no, it's all right. You're going through a lot. I understand. No, no, it's not right. Believe me, Shirley, it's okay. Can I walk you home? Yeah, okay. My boyfriend's out drinking with his friends anyway. She goes to pay the bill, but Sid stops her and pays for it himself. I told you I'd take care of it. After all, I owe you for bombing you in the forehead with my cell phone. It's not a big deal, really. Now come on, let me take you home. They walk down the streets, making small talk until they reach her house. Hey, can I have your number in case you want to talk or something? Yeah, sure. She writes down her number and hands it to him. Bye. She walks into the house and Sid walks to the nearest bus stop. Meanwhile, Leon is packing his car with some of Gabriella's stuff. Well, it's getting dark out. We should finish tomorrow, Gabriella says. Sure, babe, whatever you want to do, Leon says. They both get into the car and drive home. When they arrive, Sid is walking down the street, just getting off the bus. Ha, cool. We all made it home at the same time. What's up, bro? Sid asks. Just got home. Cool. Help unpack the car. Gabby's moving in? Yup. Oh, well, that was fast. He raises an eyebrow and heads towards the car. The next week, Sid gives Shirley a call. Hey, how are you doing today? I'm a little better. He's passed out on the couch since he's so hungover, she responds. Oh, well, you want to go to the park or something? Go for a walk? Yeah, sure. He hangs up his phone and heads over to the park where he waits about 15 minutes before she shows up. Oh, hey, you made it. Hey, what's up? Nothing really. Today's my day off from work, so might as well enjoy it. Oh, where do you work? Red Mart. Oh, I love going there. They're so cheap. Yeah, but you don't want to work there. It's horrible. Oh, okay. I'll keep that in mind then. Yeah, so I know we've only known each other for a week, but I gotta ask, why are you with this asshole if he treats you like shit? Well, we've been together for 4 years. I can't just leave him. I love him. Well, that's. But he beats you and calls you names and makes you feel worthless. How can you love or stay with someone like that? She pauses, looks down, and then looks directly at him. I'm afraid. Just for the record, I would never do that to you. I don't know that. You could just be saying that. No, seriously, I wouldn't. Look, you seem like a nice guy, but I'm staying with John. You're just a guy, a friend. But why would you just drop it already? Okay, already. I'm sorry. Look, if you have nothing else to talk about other than my dirty laundry, I'm just going to go home. She turns around and walks away. Wait. She turns around. What now? What if I meet him? What the hell? Why the hell do you want to meet him? Maybe I can get him involved in something other than drinking all the time and get to know him. See if I can help him. Why do you care anyway? I don't know. I hate to see people in pain, even though I've caused a lot to other people, he says to himself. What are you, like a therapist or something? No, but if I show him that there's other things than drinking all the time and slip in conversations about you, get into his head a little bit, I could see if I could get him to treat you better. It's worth a shot. He can't treat me any worse than he does now. Come around 7 o'clock on Wednesday. She turns around and leaves. On his way home, Sid's cell phone goes off. What? Yeah, I guess. He hops on the bus and gets on. He gets dropped off at his house and he takes a shower and puts on his uniform. He smokes half a bowl and heads out the door. He walks a couple blocks before he arrives at Red Mart. You're 5 minutes late, Lori, a severe-looking, short, older woman with black hair and glasses, tells Sid. Well, I don't want to hear it. Joe called off today, and people have been using their vacation days lately, so we're short-handed. You're working cashier today, and I can tell you're high, so snap the fuck out of it. You're dealing with people today. If you're too stoned to work, you're fucking fired. Got it? Yes, ma'am. Now get the fuck to work. Fucking piece of shit drug addict, she mutters to herself as she walks away. Sid stares at and watches her walk away. Fucking bitch, he mutters to himself. He goes and gets his drawer, counts it, and sets up his station. Oh, hey, Sandra, Sid says to the cashier next to him. Hey, Sid, Sandra, a tall, chunky girl with long, black, curly hair and glasses, says to Sid. Still not a teacher yet? Nah, apparently schools won't take lower than a master's these days. What's taking so long? It's been like 8 years since high school. I thought you'd be out of here by now. I'm not too proficient at math. Oh, do you still talk to Samson? Not really, though the last I heard, he just came back from being stationed in Iraq a few months ago. I wonder if the experience changed him. It'll be probably something else to brag about. Asshole. I wonder if he'd talk to me. Not sure that would be a good idea. Oh, speaking of ex boyfriends, I've been meaning to tell you, I heard about Jack. That happened a little over 4 years ago, Sid. Yeah, I was in jail, though. How brain damaged are you? You were there. What? No, I wasn't. Yes, you were. Blood splattered onto your clothes. How do you not remember that? I. Wow, I must be, because I don't remember that at all. Yeah, I heard what you did to Janice. Oh, uh, yeah. Why'd you do it? I was in a state of mind where I couldn't control myself. I didn't want to, but I was in a rage. I know you didn't do it on purpose. My friends thought you were always evil, but I know you didn't mean any of it. Except for maybe that fight with Samson back in high school. I don't remember that except for waking up in the hospital and him not bothering me for the rest of the time I was in school. Hi, welcome to Red Mart. Sandra gets some customers. Sid tries to keep himself busy and gets through the day as normal and goes home. The next morning, he gets up, takes a shower, smokes half a bowl, gets dressed, and goes to work. He arrives and sees his boss is there again. Shit. He punches in and heads to the back room where he starts loading a cart full of boxes and heads to an aisle to start stocking. He does this for a good 4 hours. When halfway through his shift, he's stocking some ketchup on a shelf. An older woman walks up to him. Excuse me, can you tell me where the ketchup is? She asks. Sid gestures towards the shelf and sarcastically says, Gee, I don't know. Oh, I wonder where that ketchup is. Oh, wait, it's right here. The customer gets mad and yanks the ketchup off the shelf, puts it in her cart, and goes about her business. Dumb bitch, he says to himself. He continues his work and finishes his day and punches out. On the way out the door, his boss stops him. We just got a call from corporate, and there was a customer complaint about you, she tells him. What did I do now? You insulted a customer today who was looking for ketchup by being sarcastic. To be fair, she walked down at least 5 feet worth of ketchup before she asked me. She's blind in her left eye, which happens to be the side the ketchup was on. I didn't know. I don't want to hear any excuses. You're fired. But now, get the fuck out of my store, she yells. Sid angrily stomps out of the store and starts screaming and punching the brick wall outside before he loses all feeling in his hand, bleeding. He walks home, gets undressed, turns on the TV, and smokes a bowl. Leon walks by the room and stops and knocks on the wall. What's up, bro? Sid asks. How was work? Leon asks. I got fired. What the fuck, dude? Look, it was my fault, but I honestly didn't think I'd get fired for it. What the hell did you do? I was sarcastic. She seriously fired you for that? Yeah. Well, I don't know what to tell you except you'd better get your ass moving on finding a job because if you don't, you're going to find yourself out of here. Where the hell would I even go? That's your problem, not mine. But I don't want to hear any excuses. That job was a favor so you could get yourself back on your feet. So now it's all up to you. You have 30 days starting today. The following Wednesday, Sid keeps his appointment with Shirley. He walks up to the door, knocks, and she answers. Welcome, Sid. This is my boyfriend, Jonathan, she says. A tall, fat guy with short hair and glasses shakes Sid's hand. Nice to meet you, Sid, Jonathan says and raises an eyebrow as if he recognizes him. Nice to meet you too, Jonathan. Sid walks into the house and they have dinner. Halfway through, Jonathan addresses Shirley. Babe, Jonathan says. What? Shirley asks. Our guest's beer is almost empty and I don't see a second one ready for him. No, that's okay. One is enough for me. I'm not much of a drinker. I have a different poison, Sid says. Oh, no, I insist. Shirley, get up off your fat ass and get another fucking beer. No, I don't want any trouble. I'll get it myself. Sid stands up and heads towards the fridge. He reaches in for the beer and grabs it when he hears a slap. He turns around and heads to the table and sits down. He looks across the table and sees Shirley rubbing her cheek and Jonathan looking annoyed. Look at that. You made our guest do things himself when you're perfectly capable of doing it, you lazy bitch. Oh, come on. That's not really fair. I didn't even want another one in the first place, but you insisted. I got it myself to avoid trouble and to save her the trouble of doing something I'm totally capable of doing myself. It's my fucking house, so whatever I say goes. There's no reason to be a dick about it. Oh, I'm a dick? You're the one who was invited over to hang out, have dinner, and this is how you act? I just think that what you're doing to her. And who the fuck are you to judge? You know nothing about our fucking relationship. He turns to Shirley. Oh, and hey, great job letting a murderer in our house, you stupid fuck. A murderer? Sid, is this true? Shirley asks. No, it was an accident, Sid says. You killed someone? Shirley asks. Yeah, he killed his ex-girlfriend a few years ago. I recognized him from the mugshot on the news. Pregnant ex-girlfriend. Just throwing that out there, Jonathan says. Get the fuck out of my house, Sid. Now, Shirley yells. But, Sid cuts in. Now, she interrupts. Sid gets up to leave, and as he reaches the front door, he hears screaming. How could you let a fucking murderer in our house, you fat, stupid, lazy bitch? Jonathan screams. I. She starts, but is interrupted by choking and banging on the wall. Sid runs back and sees Jonathan slamming Shirley's head on the wall. Seeing this throws Sid into another rage. He heads directly for Jonathan and punches him in the face. He grabs him by the hair and slams his face against the wall repeatedly and rubs his face in the blood on the wall. Stop! Stop! Shirley repeatedly screams. He grabs Jonathan by the throat and brings him to the ground, and then he picks his head up by the hair and slams his head onto the floor repeatedly, even past unconsciousness. Sid collapses to the floor as Shirley whacks and breaks in half a rolling pin off of Sid's head. He wakes up in a holding cell. Fuck, not again, Sid says. Leon and Gabriella are rearranging the house, fitting Gabriella's stuff in with Leon and Sid's. They finally reach the last box. Damn, babe, I didn't know you had this much stuff, Leon says. Sorry, I guess I got a little carried away, Gabriella says. No, it's fine. This house could use some class. Well, then don't complain. Okay, I'll make dinner and you could just chill on the couch. I'll bring it to you. I'm sure by the time it's done, I could get it myself. You're only baking a frozen pizza. Wow, I want it to feel important for like a millisecond. Oh, don't worry about it. Just go and make dinner, and while it's cooking, you can snuggle on the couch with me and watch TV. All right, he smiles. He puts the pizza in the oven and sits close to Gabriella. 20 minutes later, Leon gets up and goes to the kitchen and takes out the pizza. After he places it on the stove, his scanner goes off about a breaking and entering, followed by an assault. No, I'm on vacation. I have a week left. I can wait, he says to himself. He puts the food on plates and sits down next to Gabriella. He gets halfway through with his meal when his cell phone rings. Hello? What? I'm on vacation. What did he do now? Ah, shit. Yeah, I'll be there. What's wrong? My brother got arrested again. Again? Again. I tell you, I thought he was doing so well, better than he was before, but I guess not. Leon grabs his keys and heads out the door to his car. He drives down to the police station. All right, where is he? Sid is sitting in the lobby with handcuffs in front of him and a cop standing watch. What's he being charged with this time? Breaking and entering and assault. What the hell is wrong with you? Don't you ever learn anything? Look, it wasn't my fault. Again, Sid says sheepishly. Enlighten me. I wasn't breaking and entering. I was invited. Second, I went into full rage again. I thought you were taking your meds. Oh, wait, let me guess. You're back on the spice. No, I've been taking my meds. It's just, I don't know what came over me. He was beating her so ruthlessly. I wanted to break it up, but I don't know. I just kind of snapped. Didn't help that I was drinking, though. And exactly how much did you have to drink? A beer. That's it? That's not nearly enough. Doesn't matter though. You're definitely going back to jail. Fuck. And that concludes Chapter 15 of Parasitic Psychosis, Chapter 1 of Book 2. If you like the story so far, please subscribe.